Hey everyone, we're back. I hate saying that. We haven't done this in a while. All right, we're here for another Slaburday Saturday. Well, we're not here, we're there. We're gonna go on the road again with the Logosol to cut up some logs for a local client. So let's go get some gas. I got my coffee. Let's cut some logs. It's a beautiful day. We got donkeys, sun's out, and we're here with a pile of logs. Got the Logosol. We just decided where we're gonna set the sawmill up, so we're gonna pull forward. And I was just mentioning to the homeowner that the sawmill is super light, so I can just take it off and kind of swing it to the side exactly in position where we want it. So 2 years ago, broke the ankle, and that was right before I was invited by Logosol to go all the way to Sweden, check out their entire product line for their world tour meeting that they have yearly. That's where we saw the sawmill, and that's where I kind of fell in love with this, using it for mobile milling, which is exactly what we're doing. This is the first time we're using a tractor or a forklift to load the logs, so it's pretty exciting. And we're pretty much good to go. We got the sawmill leveled. It's got feet on it that you just use a socket wrench and level the entire sawmill. Put some gas in her. We're gonna get a log on her. Looks like it's all cherry. It could be an ash. Yeah, it looks like it's all cherry, bit of ash. Hopefully they're forest trees too, so there should be no metal in them. And I asked for an adjustable wrench, and I think they just brought me like the biggest adjustable wrench that you can buy. All right, so far so good. We've had a few hiccups. To be honest, we don't do off-site milling too often, so we're borrowing the homeowner's hammer. We got a crowbar over there, all necessities when it comes to off-site milling. But one thing I do notice is it rolls on a bearing, the saw head on this rail. The sawdust is coming this way, and I also think cherry sawdust is kind of sticky or something, so it builds up on here, and you do really notice it while you're pushing it. So I definitely like to kind of, all it needs is a super quick scrape with something sharp and flat. I'm making this look difficult, but it's actually not. Like a little card scraper or even a steel ruler is a nice thing to have. Let me try this. Oh yeah, there we go. My wood miser does this exact same thing, and you just gotta stay on top of it as you go. If you do it every log kind of thing, or every other log, it really helps out. Pushing it, because you really notice it when you're pushing it. It's another thing when you have a fully automated sawmill, it's kind of rolling over all this stuff. It's certainly not going to make you sweat any extra. Quick cleanup, that's all she needs. All right, this is going to be the first log cut at 1.5 inch, 6/4. All the rest we've been cutting at 2 inch, 8/4. And yeah, they've all had crotches. And I guess the way the mill is set up with the stops to where the stop is on that to kind of maximize the width, it's pretty close to this side. So if you have the log sticking over, it's interesting, we'll say that, to place that log without bumping it and having to reset the log a little bit. Obviously that would come with experience with using this mill. All right, so we did just have our first blade break that I've ever broken on a Logosol. With that said though, I do have to give a shout out to, I think it's Bahco, B-A-H-C-O is the brand of blades. They came with the Logosol when they came over from Sweden. I've never investigated if they're available here, but they are a very good blade. I've actually had virtually zero wavy cuts with the sawmill, and the blades seem to last a long time. Of course, unless you hit metal or your own sawmill, which I haven't done yet. Logosol, don't worry, I haven't cut the sawmill. Knock on wood. Okay, so when you change the blade, you just got to tension it. It's like any standard bandsaw blade, just like in your wood shop. And we have a spring tension here that has an orange line. I just got to bring it to those arrows. Too much, he said. I do like doing it slightly over at the start because it stretches a bit. The only thing I don't like is that this is here, and then once you close it, you can't see it. Yep. Where the wood miser, the gauge is right here. So, because as you're cutting, you're tensioning it because it heats up, it stretches, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Folks, I really screwed up. I lost the little clippy thing that goes to my shirt, so I have to hold my microphone like this. We just had lunch. We were just hammering down all morning, really, log after log after log. Things are going really well. We still have a few left though to get done by the end of the day, so hopefully no metal, and they're relatively round, so this should be easy to do. The forks are obviously helping out a lot, getting the log onto the sawmill. So we're just gonna keep hammering down, getting some boards cut. Everything went very smoothly after lunch. We did finish off all the logs, but we were pretty much done right at 4:30, so we had to skedaddle. Didn't hit any metal, didn't hit any rocks. The sawmill ran fantastic all day long. I gotta give a shout out to the homeowners because you know what, they put in a lot of hard work. It probably would have been 2 days worth of sawmilling without their help. And also a big shout out because these were all trees that were already dying. They needed to come down, and they decided, instead of creating firewood or just leaving them in the forest, creating usable lumber, and a lot of it was really, really nice. And we cut a lot of lumber today, folks. It was quite the day. And that's it. That's the end of the Slaburday. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, we're gonna try our best to bring you more. So until next time, make it a great one.